All right, everybody, welcome back to our playthrough. Career mode, quote unquote, here in Gallop Racer 2006. My name is KPZ. Our horse of the moment is a filly slash mare named Wardrum, the daughter of Polish Beat and Native Love. Got a couple of abilities unlocked. Close race, okay, we've gotten that to trigger a fair amount of times. On the downside, talent-wise, unfortunately, skills has started to tick down, and we're racing in our fourth year. And I guess we could do another dirt race, I guess. I don't think there's a lot of other races to choose from at the calendar at this point. You know, and as we go on, we're going to unlock more races, so that the calendar that's empty right now will fill up with other races. Royal Cup is a possibility, and we're going to race in that instead of a dirt race. 3 furlongs shorter than we normally run, but we'll see what happens. We're not the favorite. We are the favorite. Pardon me. We are the favorite. War Pig, which is a horse that I like in the breeding stall, even though he's kind of not impressive. But I think he has some good traits. I think paired with the right broodmare, he'll produce a pretty good horse, in my opinion. He's got some very desirable traits. He also has a minus, so keep that in mind. So we are going to set up our exacta 13-9. Us to War Pig. And see what happens here. Starting our fourth year of racing with this filly. All right, 6 furlongs in New Orleans. On the turf.
The horses are on the track.
All right, perfect start. Look at that. How fortuitous.
And away they go. That was a great start.
And we are on the outside. Let's lag in. The number 6 took off in the beginning. We're looking for the 9, I believe. It was behind us. We're at the front, so we're going to be able to lag almost all the way over here. And then let's dial it back so we don't end up in the yellow. Oh, look at that. 2 parts of the Mobius strip. We're going to whip at 1.8 and see if we can unlock the revolutions. We do! The glass breaks as the whip falls, and off goes our horse like a bat out of hell. No one is going to catch Wardrum this day. That is what the revolutions can do for you. Embarrassing the rest of the field. That should be a course record.
Incredible! No one can match you.
Beautiful. I love it when a plan comes together. You can tell me you said that in the comments. I'll think very highly of you. All right, 1 minute, 6.5 seconds. All SS here in the Royal Cup. And we hit our bet, at least us winning. Good times. Very happy about that. Speed still 92. Tenacity still 92. I think that's what it's called. All right. Next race, King Cup Spring, just too far. 3 furlongs too long. I can't do that. And as you can see, 198 pounds if I was going to run in the San Diego Stakes. They'd make my horse carry so much weight. This just can't be real. This open classification would only make me weigh 130. And keep in mind, the race we just ran, we were at 121, 198. That is bonkers. All right, there aren't a lot of good choices here. I was hoping maybe to find a 4-year-old filly, fillies and mares only, but we're not finding that. Oh, there's one right there, maybe. I guess we could do the summer GP. And see what happens there. It'll be a good test. I think we'll do fine. But when you're on the downslope, you never know. Now look at this. Incredible odds, all very close between us, the 9 horse, or us, the 8 horse and the 10 horse. We are going to go crazy here in the bets and do a box trifecta. 8, 9, 10. So that means if the finish is 8, 9, 10 in any order, we win. That costs us a lot of money, but we'll see what happens. Indian Lark, War Drum, Loving Carol. Of course, we are the favorite. All right. Foggy day. That's not great either. The summer GP. Cloudy, per se. I don't know, everybody. I don't know. We'll see.
The horses are on the track.
Says fast and firm. No complaints.
And they're off.
By the way, not that anybody asked, but if you're wondering, I don't believe they have any indoor races. That's just a guess. I don't believe they do. I have yet to see an indoor race. I've seen lots of weird settings and stuff like that, but I've yet to see an indoor race. All right, there's nobody to our right, so we're going to move over. All right, there's one horse. Look at this one horse riding up on the rail. We're going to get the rail too. And I'm going to try to slowly move up and get alongside this other horse so we're not pinned on the rail. Remember, we've got, who's in the lead? Is that the 8 in the lead? And the 10 is in third place. We've got a box trifecta 8, 9, 10. So keep that in mind as this race unfolds. All right, is the one going to move over or are we going to have to go around? I think we're going to have to go around. All right, we're moving and positioning to go around. Speeding up a little bit more. The 14 sticks their nose in there. 13, I think. I can't really tell which horse that is. We hit the whip. Off we go. We are winning. The 8 is closing. We're out of energy. Can we pull out the victory? And we hit the trifecta, folks. 9, 8, 10. Not only a win, but also a tremendous win in the summer GP. Set the course record. 2 minutes left. Look at that payoff. 140,220. If I read that right. That is insane. That is the biggest payoff I've ever gotten. It paid 150 to 1. Bonkers. Huge, huge payoff. Incredible payoff. I'm sorry, that's the highlight of the video right there. What a huge bet. Still at 92 speed. Let's keep it rolling here. Wow, what a huge, huge bet. Well, almost doubled our money. Goodness. All right, there aren't a lot of, there's another bunch of races. I guess we could do the Sprinters Cup. All right, we'll try Miami Sprinters Cup, see what happens. I just can't get over that bet. That was so much money. Goodness gracious me. And we're still the favorite. So we can bet on ourselves and then maybe an exacta. I went the wrong way. Wow, that was a lot of money. All right, we'll do a 5-10 exact, I want to say. 28 to 1 doesn't beat 150 to 1, I'll tell you that much. But that also required a fair amount of luck for that to happen. I just decided to make that bet because we're also very close in the odds. 150 to 1. Good grief. All right. The Sprinters Cup. Grade 1. 6 furlongs on the turf in Miami.
The horses are on the track.
And we're the favorite. Perfect start. Just what we needed
And away they go.
for this race.
That was a great start.
We're going to try to get over and get to the rail. We get to the rail. We file an inquiry for blocking. I don't care. I wanted the rail. There's no rough here. I got the rail. And now we're overheating. Please slow down, horse. Please slow down. Okay, thank you. All right, we got the blue. We have a possibility of the blue Mobius strip. I thought it could trigger
2 furlongs to go.
at 2.4. I was wrong. I should have whipped at 1.8. I normally whip. We whipped way too soon. I don't think it's going to matter. We're running out of
Look out,
energy,
they're
but
coming
we're
up
also
from
running out of
behind.
race course. And we pull off the win into winter. In
We have
the
a
sprint
winner.
race, whatever it's called.
You've reached the horse title race.
Horse title earned, G1 Hunter. Yes, sir. 5 grade 1 wins in a row at the Sprinters Cup. Pardon me. All right, we made a little bit of money there. It's all good. All right. Moving on. Let's check and see here. Yep, we wouldn't have gotten that. I want to say there's some kind of sprinting championship, but I think it is in the special step. Or the all-rounder step, maybe? I can't remember. Grand Slam, King Cup, Summer GP, King Cup, Continental Cup, Winter GP. Well, I didn't do the King Cup Spring, I don't think. Oh well. All right, on to our next race. King Cup Autumn. Let's do it. If we can't win, let's spoil somebody else's chance to win. Good times. Oh, and we're on the rail. Oh, look at this. 1, 2, and 5 all have really close odds. Maybe I should try to get lightning to strike twice. Box exacta 125. Or trifecta 125, pardon me. 169 to 1. I'm in. Actually, it'd be at around 170 something if we actually won the race. All right, 10 furlongs. For the King Cup Autumn. Smoky Gem. Hey, we know who that is. All right. 1, 2, 5 and some
The
semblance of that
horses are
order
on the track.
would make me a very happy man.
And they're off.
Right now, everything is going exactly the way I want it to, except I wish my horse would be a little bit faster. Got the rail, got it unimpeded at this point in time, run to the finish. A little bit farther back than I would like, so I'm going to start trying to, well, I would have started trying to speed up a little bit, but we went to the yellow, so that's not good. And we went to the yellow again. All right, still going. So as you can see right here, if you had a horse that liked to run at the back of the pack and also was prone to getting these revolutions, you could just clean up, you know, straight run to the finish, no rough, just blaze your way to victory. We're gonna have to whip at 2.4.
They're in the home stretch.
All right, there's the whip.
2 furlongs to go.
We're going
Show
to
your
the front.
guts.
Oh no.
Don't give up now.
Grit
An
triggers.
amazing burst of
A
speed.
little more whip. Are we gonna whip again? Stretch burst finally triggers. Did we get that victory? Oh, I think we did. I think we got it,
We
everybody.
have a winner.
Finally,
Yes.
what a
Horse
time
title
for that to trigger. We got the G1 Hunter. We set a course record 156 and 8. And we missed out on our trifecta. The 7 finished second. The 2 finished third. The 5 finished 5th. We almost had another massive box trifecta come in. Oh, a little disappointing. All right. Speed went down to 91, but we triggered stretch burst for the first time. That is a valuable skill, and we'll need it. And let's pick our next race. We could do the Empress, or we could do the Continental Cup. I think we'll do the Empress. Let me check on something. Yeah. I guess we should try the Continental Cup. I don't think I won that spring race though. Let's go look. Yep, I didn't win the spring race. I did the Royal Cup instead. I fucked it up. All right, I need to pay attention to that next time. All right, I think we'll do the Empress Stakes instead then. All right, maybe we'll do this. All right, screw it. We'll do the Continental Cup. Oh boy. All right, we are not the favorite. The bettors have started fading my horse. And they should. The speed is dropping off. Speed is so important in horse racing. If you're ever looking at a horse racing form, you want to look for that buyer speed figure. It's not the defining factor, but it's a very important factor. Speed kills in a lot of ways, and speed counts in horse racing. Now, if it's a wet track, a sloppy track, then that's different. But on a dry track, especially a dry dirt track, speed matters. All right, we'll do an 8-2 exacta. And it's fast and firm here. So hopefully we will be able to get it done. All right, I don't know if you can hear that. My refrigerator is making noises. Continental Cup 223 and 3 is the course record.
The horses
All
are
right,
on
here
the
we
track.
go. God, that was a terrible start. We're gonna have to replay this.
Oh, it's a late start.
I almost got bucked off going out of the gate. That's not a good sign. We are dead last. I don't know, man. This doesn't bode well. We're dead last. We're covering all the ground. We're off the pace. Why aren't I going over to the rail? I should have been doing that. Oh, I think this is rough here, so that's probably why I didn't. Not that I remember. Let's be honest, I don't remember. Yeah, this isn't going to end well. Nope. No revolutions coming to save me. We're just going to have to claw our way back in. It says fast-paced. I don't agree with that. The lap splits don't look fast. They're not red, they're green. Alright. Are we even going to move up at all? No. I don't know. I got a bad feeling about this one, bud. Alright, the horse in front of me are already lagging out to the side. Or lugging out to the side. I keep saying lagging out now for some reason. It's not a computer. Let's hit the whip.
2 furlongs to go.
We have no chance to catch these people. None. No chance whatsoever. This is a replay candidate. We're out of energy. We have the appearance of getting close, but we're not. Finished third, fourth. Alright, replay time. That did not feel great. Set a course record. No wonder. So the computer thinks I ran a pretty good race. I'm just not happy with that. We're going to retry. We're invoking the retry rule. I had to do it.
The horses
All
are
right.
on the track.
Going to be a little more decisive in this one. Not cover all the ground to the outside like we did that time. I'm going to move over. Oh, shit. Ran into the horse. I actually blocked the horse behind him. That guy must be pissed. Alright, I guess I'm just going to stay here. I'm blocked off from going to the rail, so all I can do is give what the race gives me, or take what the race gives me, and right now the race is giving me the exact same race that I ran last time. I'm going to stay to the outside. Thankfully, we're a little bit more forward placed in the pack. I would like to be even more forward than that. I guess we're incrementally getting there. But again, there's not a lot of horses behind me. The bulk of the horses are in front of me. So really I'm just watching this horse in front of me, waiting for him to start moving outward to create more space. So I went and created some space on my own to
5
begin
furlongs
with.
to go.
And again, the bulk of the horses are in front of me. And there's just 1, 2, 3, 4 horses behind me and 1 horse next to me. Here you can see they're starting to move out. We're going to try and split these two right here. We collided right there with somebody. On the whip. Move to the inside real quick.
To go.
Split.
Show your guts.
Oh, side-by-side racing.
Don't give up now.
Grit triggers. Can we get this? Close race okay triggers, and we do. That's how you want a replay to go. Very nice win.
We have a winner. You've reached the
All
horse
right,
title
and it says I'm in line for the older triple fall. I didn't even realize that. And we set a course record, 2:22 and 6. You can say I'm bad on the start. Who cares? All right, let's take a look here. For the older triple spring. Oh, older triple fall. I need to win the winter GP. All right. I should have paid more attention to the older triple spring, that's for sure. Probably could have won that too. All right, winter GP. We're going to be doing it in energetic green, not tired green. We can win this race. We'll win another horse title. And really, I screwed it up. We should have at least 2 more horse titles, but I screwed them up. Yeah, we should have had the older triple, and we should have had, I can't remember the name of it, but there's another horse title we should have won. I just picked the wrong race. That Royal Sprint race, I shouldn't have ran that. Royal Cup. All right, let's get our bet in. 14-11 exacta. And we're not the favorite, but that's okay. All right, the Winter Grand Prix. Can we pull this off for another horse title?
The horses are on the track.
We're going to be running on the outside.
Go!
So we've got to lug over as soon as we can. Thankfully, the horse next to me started lugging over pretty quickly, so... Got to save that ground, folks. Now, I know you're wondering, like, why am I not lugging all the way over? I think this track has rough, so I don't want to do that necessarily. Because then I'd be trapped behind all the horses, instead of just some of the horses. And we fell to the back again, so we've got to speed up a little bit. I'm trying. The horse ain't listening, but I'm trying. See, the funny thing is, if you have that follow leg, the very first triangle, you don't care if your horse is at the back. You want that. It makes it easier to get the revolutions. So, all right. This actually is shaping up okay. We're gradually moving up. Too fast. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down, horse.
Down the back stretch.
You used up way too much green. Oh my God. We're gonna have to have a perfect finish. I used up a lot of green. That's not good. I obviously didn't want to use any green. And now the horses are starting to pass me and they're lugging out. Got to get clear. We got to hit the whip. 2.4. Let's go.
2 furlongs to
Right
go.
to the front. Blow past the 13. 9 and the 1 are staying with us. We're out of energy. We've got to hold on. Look at the 7 coming up. You really
Look
got to
out,
pay
they're
attention to
coming
that
up
screen
from
on the right.
behind.
That 7 was coming hard. And if that race had gone another furlong, he would
We
have
have
fallen
a
by me.
winner.
But we
Yes,
managed to pull
horse
off the
title
win.
earned.
Older triple fall in the bank, and we unlocked the super all-rounder. I think we have to win another dirt race for that. And our horse is getting kind of old now. So that's going to be real interesting. All right, horse of the year, best sprinter or miler, best 4-year-old mare. War drum, 10,000 G's in the bank. And we're out of energy, and we added 3 more titles. So let's go check those out in the normal step. Irregular triple, GP Hunter and Triple Crown and Tierra. Your horse has to have tremendous resiliency to win the Triple Crown and Tierra. It's got to be a female horse, by the way. Cannot be a male horse. Cherry Cup, Azalea Cup, Oaks, and Derby, all in the span of a month. And then the Princess Cup and the Prince Cup. Got to have tremendous resiliency to win that. Got to have the double circle racing interval to even think about competing for that. I wanted to point that out. That's wild. 6 wins from Summer and Winter GP is the GP Hunter. The irregular triple is the Oaks Derby combo, and then the Prince Cup. So again, you've got to have a filly to win that, to race in the Oaks. All right, no energy here. Taking a look at our racing, that Winter GP, if we had won that, we would be in line for that horse title, but because we lost it, we are not in line for the horse title. We've lost that badly, and we replayed it and lost even worse. So, otherwise we'd be talking about the GP Hunter. But we're not going to get GP Hunter because I fucked it up in that one race. So, just wasn't our day. 91 speed, 90 tenacity. We're nearing the end for War Drum, who's had a pretty good career. Not like nothing the world has ever seen, but definitely shocked me with some of her performances. Very gutty horse. Probably going to go into the barn as the most expensive filly to breed, which means you're going to have to avoid Polish Beat as a sire or Polish Beat. His progeny can't breed with this horse because it's going to be inbreeding, so going to have to avoid that. I think I need another dirt title, a dirt win here in grade 1. So why don't we try the February Stakes? Are we going to do February Stakes? Or I could do the Royal Cup. I need another dirt win. All right, we're going to enter the February Stakes. A little risky. Especially, again, at my horse's age. Doesn't love running on dirt. It's snowing. It's snowing out. That is actually to our benefit. I'm not sure what S&S refers to. I would say sloppy track. But it is snowing in Washington, D.C. for this race. That is wild. Or as they say in Kentucky, plum wild. All right, let's get our bet in. 9 and the 1, exacta. We are the 7th favorite in this race. All right, let's see how the nation's capital looks under a blanket of new fallen snow. Look at that. The February Stakes. Mist Horn is the race winner, holder, whatever you want to call it. So we got
The horses are on the
kind of
track.
a tall order here to win this race in the snow, on the dirt.
And away they go.
It's going to be rough. All right, we start off with a little patch of grass there at least. We're already overheating. Now we're in the green. We're going to start moving over. I can't get to the rail, I don't think, unless I part the seas like Moses. And honestly, at this point, don't think I want to get to the rail. The bulk of the horses are in front of us again. Just one horse behind us at this point.
Okay, this is where the race is
Slow
won.
pace, I think that's good for us. And maybe due to the track condition. Look at the horse in front of us already lugging out. We're getting to the part where we're going to whip.
They're in the home stretch.
All right, 2.4, we get the whip.
Furlongs to go.
Can we
Show
chase
your
down the
guts.
leaders? No. Oh, can we chase them down? No. Even with stretch burst, no.
My
We can't chase them
goodness,
down.
they've lost their
I think we're
chance
going to
to
invoke the replay rule here. I think we're going to retry. That was just a loss. Overpace, yes, but we're going to retry that. I'm going to give it one more try and see what happens. I think the weather is in our favor. And I think that race showed me I can compete in these conditions. And I just need to win this to get that horse title. Of course, no betting on a replay, as is the rule.
The horses are on the track.
So we're going to see what happens on the retry of this race. Perfect start. Maybe I can get to
away
the
they
rail.
go. That was a great start.
We're trying. We're trying to get to the rail, folks. I don't care if I'm in the yellow. We're trying to get there. All right, we might settle for here initially and move behind the one. Look at that. He immediately moved over in front of me. Thanks a lot, bastard. All right, we're going to run behind the one. If you had a horse that had a trait of dirt NG, that horse would be all messed up right now. Thankfully, we don't have that minus
this
trait.
is where the race is won.
We're just going to try to maintain our speed. The one moves over and gives me the rail. Thank you, Jesus and baby Jesus. Oh my goodness, it is setting up perfectly. We'll hit the whip at 2.4. Off we go, right to the front. We got horses with us. We're going to have to duke it out. The two noses in front. Come on, special abilities, we need you. They both trigger. Close race good evolves. All right, close race okay, evolved to close race good.
Yes.
We also got
Horse
that speed
title
burst
earned.
going down the stretch. We won the race. Super all-rounder title unlocked. You love it when it comes together. Stretch burst and the evolved skill close race good. Pulling out another huge win for War Drum. And these are the kind of things, like I talked about earlier, that make you really love that horse. Huge, huge victory. Still at 91 speed. The evolved ability, close race good, that's going to benefit the horse in any future close race. Stretch burst has started to trigger more often. That to me is more beneficial than grit. So hopefully when it comes to breeding, it's going to carry close race good and grit forward. All right. What can we do here in year 5? We could try the Royal Cup again. Screwed me out of one horse title, I might as well try to win it. And we'll see what happens. So as you breed more and more horses and their abilities get stronger and stronger, you'll be able to race in more races and win more horse titles. So believe me, this horse is nothing special. In the subreddit, one of the guys who's played this game for 20 years put up a picture of a horse he threw away that had 99 speed and other 90 plus abilities. And he just said, I'm breeding for something else and this horse just doesn't have it. And I was just mind blown. But you'll get to that point in this game with what you're breeding. And granted, I've never bred 5 stars all the way across. I've bred 4 for future and 5 stars for the rest of the skills, but I've never bred all 5s. But you can do that. There is a video of somebody on YouTube breeding an all 5-star horse. Of course, he doesn't tell anybody how he did it in there or what the breeding
The
combo was.
horses are on the track.
You know, that is what it is. All right. Let's see if we can win the
And
Royal
away they
Cup
go.
or GP or whatever it's called now. Royal Cup. Remember, just six furlongs. It's a sprint, pretty much. So we're going to try to get a clear path and just go, go, go. Are we going to go for the rail? Is there rough on this course? There isn't rough. Oh God, look at how far behind we are. We got a whip right now. Hit the whip. What are you doing? Hit the whip. Good grief, man.
2 furlongs to go.
What were you waiting for? This is already a replay candidate. I did not whip in the right place. All right, it kicks in. Stretch burst. Did we pull that win out? Did we pull that win out? Oh my God, that's going to be so close. Photo finish. Yes! War Drum, you are the truth. Look at that. Oh my God. What a good horse. It is going to be a damn shame when I have to stop racing this horse. And look at that payoff for the Exacta. Beautiful. Almost 400K at this point. We could breed any horse we want. We could breed every horse pretty much at this point. All right. Wow. What a huge victory. We still got 91 speed, so we can still keep it going here in year 5. King Cup Spring is too far. Summer GP, on the other hand. Spring Mile Cup. We could try that. Yeah, King Cup Spring is too much distance. We can't do that. I don't know why I'm stopping on that. We can't race that. How about the other one? The one that was 8 furlongs. Do not race a grade 2. How about that right there? The Spring Mile Cup. Let's run in that. We'll just skip to the Summer GP. All right. I probably shouldn't have done that. I can't win this horse title. I'm just depriving other people of winning the horse title at this point. All right. Let's buy a ticket here to win. We got the rail again anyway. And let's do a box. 1-5. One 5-11. We boxed 1-5-11. All right. Summer Grand Prix. Fast and Firm in Toronto. Can we pull out the win? Oh boy. And we have the course record here. So this is kind of like one of our better tracks to run on.
The horses are on the track.
So that means it must not have any rough. So we can stay on the rail. Which we will do. Oh god, we're already in the back. Alright, we're going to start edging up our speed a little bit. Too fast. Slow down, baby. Slow down. Slow down. Okay, there you go. Slow down. Don't run too fast. We need that green stuff for the end. Alright, look, we're just naturally going right to the front. Still want to build that green meter up. But now we are almost in the lead. Our horse in a good place. Getting that green bar built back up. This is good.
They're midway down the back stretch.
I feel confident. Even if we start losing our place again. Speed up a little bit. Gonna get that nice clean run at the finish. The revolutions is not gonna happen because this horse doesn't get that. Alright, edging to the front. Let's get on the whip. Boom, look at this horse take off. It still has it, folks. War Drum is beaten. Oh god, they're coming up, War Drum. Hold out. Hold out. Alright. Oh, she's running out of energy there towards the end. Goodness.
We have a winner.
All right, another great victory for War Drum. All right, thank goodness. All right, we hit a big victory there in the jackpots. 25K-ish. We're over 400,000 points now for breeding and gambling. So that has been a extremely productive career for War Drum. 90 speed, when that goes under 90, I hate to say it, but she's going to be retired when that hits 89, I think. Because she just can't maintain the level of production. We've been eking out these victories here and there. I can't even find a race here in the summer. I could do the Sprinters Cup again. Yep, it is going to be tough letting her go. She's been such a good horse to me. And I screwed it up. She could have 2 more titles right now if I didn't screw it up. So that's the worst part, you know. She could have the older triple spring, and she could have the other one. I can't remember what it's called, but there was another horse title out there. This horse clearly could have won if I had paid attention to that. And I didn't, and it's my fault. And it's disappointing because you want it for the horse to have it do good and stuff like that. But we can get it with our next filly. That I feel pretty strongly about. And the next filly, she might be the mother of the next filly, because she's been so good. I want to carry that on. But on the other hand, this is not my preferred style of racehorse, racing at the front, so, or off the lead. I prefer to race from the back. All right, so let's blaze through the field here. Again, there's War Pig. This is just 6 furlongs, fast and firm. Some of the European races do this in a straight line, which is even better.
And
You don't
away
have
they
to
go.
maneuver for position at all. That horse next to us took off like a bat out of hell. Good God. Maybe I'll breed a sprinter next. That'll be fun to see, right? We'll just do all sprint races, get that good starting whip. Going way too fast, but we still get a lot of green left. Closing up that ground. We're actually second right now. Lug out a little bit to avoid this horse in front. We hit the whip at
Show your
1.8.
guts.
Oh, the whole field is coming with us. The 5. Can we hold off the 5? Please, special abilities. Stretch burst. Can we get it? No. Oh my gosh. We lost to tender value. I don't think we could race much better than that. I am not going to replay it. As a consolation prize, we did hit the exacta. So, the Quinella, by the way, is you pick 2 horses to finish first, second. It doesn't matter the order. Whereas in exacta, they have to be specific order. So that's the difference between those 2 bets. All right. Are we going to do the Empress Stakes or the Continental Cup or both? Or the Winter GP? We'll do the Empress Stakes. We'll race the girls. You know, and that's the other thing too. As fillies get older, you can start picking girls-only races to help your horse beat the competition. Because remember, in many of these races, we're racing male horses. Male horses don't get the luxury of races that exclude them. But we do. So we can exclude the boys in some of these races, like this race. And that makes us have a much better chance to win, as you can see. By the odds, we are clearly the favorite. All right, let's bet at 512 exacta. All right, the Empress Stakes. Let's get it done, folks. Evil Chatter is the record holder. What a great name for a horse. All right, there's the field.
The horses are on the track.
And let's go get it. A pretty good start.
And they're off.
We're going to try to move over for the rail. Yes. Are we going to be able to move to the rail? Is there rough here? Yeah, there's rough track here. Fuck! I wanted no rough track. We're going to have to run up the inside. It's going to be risky. Very, very risky. Oh, we'll see if this works out, folks. I'm sure somewhere in the audience somebody is saying, "You idiot. You shouldn't have moved to the inside." And maybe you're right. Maybe I shouldn't have. But sometimes in this race, you take a gamble and see how it goes. It's a slow pace. We're slowly building up that green energy. We're not last. So in
Midway
theory,
down the back stretch.
we can still make some moves here. I wonder if I'm going to start ticking up the speed to try to cover some of this ground a little bit. To get closer to everybody else because we're so far away. We're second to last right now. Alright, hit it. Come on, hit it. We gotta go. Go, 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 go.
They're in the home
Oh
stretch.
god. We are not gonna win this race.
An amazing burst
Still
of
going.
speed.
Come on, horse. One more
Show
time.
your guts.
Give it the stretch bursts.
Finish.
Oh, we didn't win. We finished third. Oh my. I think we're going to replay that. Yep, just once. We didn't run a very good race. I made the mistake of maneuvering the horse badly. I just want one more win against the girls. Because I think this is... We're going to retire the horse at the end of the year. So
The horses are on the track.
I think we get one more win against the girls, and then we'll be good.
And they're off.
All right, so what are we going to do differently in this race? Are we going to go for the rail, or are we going to stay outside? Well, we know this has rough, so I'm not going to go for the rail. I'm going to let these other horses go around me. And we're going to try to maneuver for a spot where we can split the pack down towards the finish. Actually, right behind this... Oh, God, he closed it off. I was going to say there's a little room right there. Not anymore. Yeah, this doesn't bode well either. I tried to move back in to save a little ground when there just isn't any room. I see a path ahead of me, but it would require some horses to move in a predictable way, and I don't think they're going to do that. And they just moved into that gap too, so I don't know. And we're second to last.
Midway down the back
We need to be
stretch.
faster. Oh my goodness, this is terrible. Alright, we'll lug to the inside and we'll just take our chances. This is abysmal. We're last. Oh god, this horse doesn't have it anymore. And this is proof. Alright, get on the whip. Let's go.
Show your guts.
Oh, he moved right in front of me and blocked me. What the hell?
An amazing
Oh, head to
burst of
head.
speed.
Maybe that helped me. Close race, good, and we pull out the victory. Oh my god. When that horse blocked me, if you had said, don't worry, you're going to win, I would not have
We have a
believed you.
winner.
That was wild. Oh my goodness. What a victory. Who cares that I was bad on the straights? I want to file an inquiry against that other horse. Good grief. All right, folks, she has given us a ton of entertainment. It's time to select the last race for War Drum. It's going to be the Winter GP. And I'm very leery about our chances here, because my horse has been losing speed a lot, and we're having to win with special abilities, so I'm just kind of holding my breath when we run these races. And we'll do the 7-5 exacta, us and Frugal Lark. I'm still the favorite, which is mind-blowing to me. But we've got a good horse. Not so sure about the weather and the track condition. 12.5 furlongs on the turf in Miami. It says cloudy,
horses are
fast,
on
and
the
firm. All right, this is the last best race for this horse, grade 1.
Go. That was
Good
a
start.
great start.
We're in the lead. try to move over. I think the rail is available, and I'm going to try to get it. And when I say available, oh shit, there is rough track here. Never mind. All right, we chose the inside. I guess we're gonna have to stay there. Look at the 5-horse running in the rough. He does not care. Not one bit. Look at that horse move up to block us off. They know my horse is getting older. They're like, screw you, old lady. We're taking your spot. But we're running in the middle of the pack still. I mean, that's good. It's going to be really interesting down here at the finish. Still got a lot of race left. Over 7 furlongs right now. The stringing out of the horses in front of us is not a good sign, though. That means there's a lot of faster horses.
Watch out!
All right, now we're colliding with other horses multiple times. It's not good.
Watch out! Watch out!
Oh my God!
Watch out!
What horse is
midway
bumping
down
me?
the back
Is it the horse in
stretch.
front of me?
Watch out! Watch out!
My horse
Watch
is
out.
not happy. Oh God, and we slowed down immediately after getting 3. And then we were in the red. Oh, even worse. This is bad. All right, get on the whip. Get on the whip. What are you waiting for? Get on the whip.
2 furlongs to go.
Oh, we're out of energy. Oh God. Look at the field reeling it back in.
Look out!
Oh,
They're coming
no.
up from behind.
Oh no. Oh no.
Finish!
Oh, you poor dear. She doesn't have it anymore, folks. You hate to see it. She had a wonderful career. War drum, start dash, let it all out, course loss, overpace, bad on the stretch. She's been such a great horse, we will give her 1 replay. If that race had been half a furlong shorter, we would have won that race. But it wasn't. Maybe a furlong shorter. We were winning until the very end. We owe her 1 last retry. And so we'll do it
The
here in the
horses
Winter
are on the
GP. But man, I think that race just showed you how much this horse has lost since the apex of her racing career in year 3. Just 2 years later. Which is a lifetime for racehorses, by the way. A normal growth category racehorse has 1 good year. And that's a fact. So, thankfully I don't race those. I don't breed those or race those very often. I usually go for sustained or the late growth curve. Normal growth curve doesn't appeal to me very much. I could see doing it starting off just to unlock some races, but I would never do it intentionally. As you progress and you have money to breed whoever, I wouldn't breed a normal growth horse at that point. I just wouldn't. All right, we're moving up here, threading our way through the pack. Still a bunch of horses in front of us. I'm hoping to get in front of the 5 and then cut over a little bit. More contact. And again, you can see the energy of the horse going to 0. I don't know who's bumping me. Here we're in the rough. We can't run there.
Down the back stretch.
I'm just going to try to stick to this line. We're using up all our green energy. This is terrible. Again, I just don't think this horse has it anymore. Now, obviously, my jockeying could be better, but we're getting bumped left and right. A lot of collisions in this race. It's lugged to the inside, whipped a little late.
Furlongs to go.
Can we go up and catch the 13? No. We can't even catch the horses in front of us.
Don't give up now.
You were such a good horse. I'm sorry.
Finish.
Horse racing doesn't take any prisoners, folks. It's disappointing. I feel bad for the horse. It ran its heart out, but it doesn't have it to compete at grade 1 at that distance anymore. And so we end the year Horse of the Year award for War Drum, best 4+ year old mare for War Drum, 8 G's. But we are going to retire War Drum. As we go through the retirement screens, you can see speed is under 90 now. This horse can't compete at grade 1 anymore. So we're going to retire the horse. 4 earned stars. So that's pretty nice. We end up with a lot of points. We can do whatever we want in the breeding shed. Unlocked a second special horse package. But we are nearing the end of the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We are going to get to put War Drum in the Hall of Fame. And we're going to go back to the Gallop Stallion. And we are going to save our game file. And when we start our next episode, we'll be breeding another new horse. Hope you join me for that here on Gallop Racer 2006. And we're just going to keep it rolling, try to unlock more titles and win more titles and breed better horses as we go forward in this game. So I hope you join me for that. As you can see, we're now up to 11 stars out of 132, so a little way left to go. But we'll do that together. All you have to do is tune in every Saturday for more Gallop Racer 2006. All right, let's go check the breeding shed and see the price that War Drum is going to command as a broodmare. 8,800, so as much as Polish Beat. So that just shows you right there, she is the best filly in the shed right now, worthy of a future breeding. We'll see you next time, folks. Thank you so much for watching. And we got the evolved skill, close race good. That is awesome.